Welcome to the Life Navigation Podcast with Adefolarin, a space where we answer the questions about God and life, helping you walk with clarity, understanding, and purpose. Inspired by 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3, we believe God has given you everything you need to live effectively. Let's navigate life together. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Life Navigation Podcast with Adefolarin, and I'm your amazing host, Adefolarin. Welcome once again. Welcome always. It's a privilege, it's an honor, and it's a joy to have you join me on another episode of the Life Navigation Podcast. I want to appreciate everybody who followed last week's episode. It was amazing having you join me and celebrate with me on that milestone episode. We are 10 episodes in, and today we are building on the 11th episode, and it's such a great joy, a privilege, and honor, and I'm deeply grateful to everybody who has consistently and continue to listen, to engage, to like, follow, share, commented, give their reviews. It's such a great joy. It's such a great honor for me that I do not take for granted, and I am deeply grateful. Thank you very much. I welcome you all again to another episode today. Last week we looked at the second part of why we needed God, which is a build up on the very first episode of the Life Navigation Podcast, and I believe that episode was deeply impactful to you. And in case you've not listened to it, please do well to listen to it. It was really amazing, and it would really bless you. So today we are looking at something new, building up again on what it takes to navigate life, building up again on strategies and key insights, answering important questions that pertains to life and godliness, right? And today I just want to explore a very important concept in life that I believe speaks to every one of us, and I believe that by the end of today we are going to be equipped and enlightened about that concept and what it takes to navigate it. And that concept is none other than failure, right? And the topic today is, how do we handle failure? How do we handle failure? Everybody experiences failure. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter. Failure is not about wealth. Failure is not about status. Failure does not care who you are or what you have. Failure happens to everybody, and it happens in various ways and in various dimensions. So failure is a concept that applies to every single person. It applies to every single person, and at least more than 70% of people listening to me right now and over the world has either experienced failure, are going through a failing phase, or will go through a failing phase or experience failure in the future. So it's important that we look at it, we talk about it, and most importantly, we equip ourselves with what it takes to navigate it. And I believe that by the end of today's episode, you are going to be more enlightened and inspired with failure. Yeah. I think the first thing I would like to say is failure is a painful event. Failure is a painful thing to experience, especially when what you fail at is significant. It is quite painful. I've experienced quite a number of failures in my life, and I don't want to begin to recount on experiences, but I know what failure is. I know what it means to fail. I know that feeling of failure, right? Academically, pursuing a dream or a vision, even in business, right? Professionally, I've experienced failure. So we all have experienced failure. You applied for a job and it didn't go through. It's painful. You were working on your dream or working on a business or whatever it is, and it failed. It's painful. You studied hard on your academics, you studied all night, you put in the work, and you wrote the exam, and you failed. It's painful. I've experienced that before too. Right? So failure is a very painful event. So what I want to do today is to really not explore what failure is all about, but help us in navigating through failure, right? Helping us in handling it, because here is the truth. You will encounter failure more than once in your life. Failure is something that happens all the time. It happens. But most importantly, it is not about what happens. It is more about how you handle it. And this is what separates people, right? Because everybody experiences failure, but some people seem to have a superpower, and you think they don't fail or they don't experience failure. It is not about the failure in itself, rather it is about how it is handled. So my quest today is not necessarily to explore failure in a sense, but to really help us in navigating through it. Everybody understands failure. It happens when things, I think in a simple sense, failure is simply when things doesn't go your way. When things doesn't go your way, that's failure, right? Failure is when your expectations are not met. It's failure. Failure is when what you hope for does not come to pass. It's failure, right? So everybody understands what failure is, but what is most important is how do we navigate it, right? How do we undo failure? How do we undo failure? The very first thing I will share with you about handling failure is the definition of it. You would never be able to undo failure and navigate through failure if you don't redefine what failure is. And this is where many people get stuck. I know this is not a new word that you've heard before, but you've often heard people say failure is not a person, only an event, right? So most importantly, you would not be able to handle failure if you don't redefine what failure is. Because the issue is not that you fail. The issue is what you believe failure is to you and how failure defines who you are. That is where the issue is. Because some people see failure as a phase, some people see it as a definition over their lives. Some people see it as an event, some other people see it as a credibility of who they are. So it is more about what you define it as and the belief you have about it rather than the happening itself. So the very first thing you do in handling failure and navigating through it is redefining what failure is. And how do you redefine failure? Failure is not an identity. Failure is an event. Failure is a phase. Failure is merely an happening, a circumstance. That is what failure is. If you don't redefine failure as what it is, above what you believe it to be, you would be stuck and you would not be able to handle it. Failing does not define you as a person. Because you failed does not determine or does not define that you are a failure. Failure is simply a circumstance, an happening, an event, and a phase of life. So that redefinition is very important in handling it. You fail does not mean you are a failure. It does not mean you are a failure. things not going your way does not mean you are dejected. No, it doesn't. Your hope not being met does not make you hopeless as a person. These are just phases, these are events, and I agree that there are significant events that are heart-wrenching and very, very heartbreaking, acceptable. But even in that, you would never be able to come out of that phase if you don't redefine what happening is. Failure is simply an event. Failure is simply a circumstance, an happening. It does not define who you are. It's a phase. So you must have that understanding. You must have that redefinition if you want to navigate failure. The second thing it takes in handling and navigating failure is to accept it. Many people are stuck with accepting failure. They don't want to agree that it has happened. They don't want to agree with it. And this speaks to the 5 phases of grief, right? There is the denial phase, right? The bargaining phase and all of that. So many people deny it, and that is what keeps them stuck. Whatever has happened has happened. There is nothing you can do about it. Whatever has happened has happened. So what do? Accept it and look for a way through. So the second thing it takes to handle failure is acceptance. Don't reject it. Yes, you failed. Either it is your fault or it is not your fault. Accept it. I failed. If you don't accept it, you can't navigate it. If you don't accept it, you can't utilize it. If you don't accept it, you can't handle it. You can't live through it. Denying it is only keeping yourself in stock. Just let it go. And that failure does not determine future possibilities, but it just means what has happened now has happened. And so you accept it. If you don't accept it, you can't navigate it. You must accept where you are to see where you can be. If you don't accept where you are, you can't see through how you need to walk and where you need to go in getting to where you need to be. If you are still stuck with the possibilities and the failures of yesterday, it works either ways. You will never be able to see a way through the possibilities of tomorrow. So accept the failure, then navigate through it. So number 1, I said, redefine it. Number 2 is accepting it. The third thing you do in handling and navigating failure is learning from it. And this is a very big and important one. Learning from it. There is a quote that says, when things don't go your way, it is called experiment. And it says, you don't fail if you learn. You don't fail if you learn. The greatest thing you can do about failure in handling and navigating it is learning from it. There is a Yoruba adage that says, when a child falls, he or she runs. But it says, when an elderly person falls, he or she gets up to look back or look down at what fell him. What that adage explains is that if you don't learn what made you fall, you have a tendency to fall by it ahead. So what do? When you fall, when you fail? I like to say this: pick yourself up, dust yourself up, look at what made you fall, then learn from that so that it doesn't make you fall as you push forward. What you don't learn, you repeat. Failure is an event. Failure is a circumstance. Failure is an happening. Don't stay stuck in it. Learn from it, then move on. Learn from it, then move on. The people who stay stuck are the people who keep clamoring on the failure, on that event. But it has happened. Don't live in the moment. Don't stay where you fall. pick yourself up and move on. But don't just move on alone. Learn from what made you fall. Learn from what made you fall. When you learn, it equips you with knowledge and wisdom that you can apply for tomorrow. I told myself something some years back. I said, I wish I knew what I know now. Maybe my life would have been different. But I ended that by saying, even though I didn't knew what I know now, I can use what I know now to make my life better tomorrow. So don't stay in the past. Learn from it and make use of it for tomorrow. Which will lead me to my next point, which is the fourth thing you can do in handling and navigating failure, and that is utilizing it. Utilize what you have learned from what made you fall. Utilize what you have learned from what made you fail. This is turning failure into wisdom. When you learn from what made you fail, then you utilize it, you have become wise. A model and mentor of mine would say failure is a school fee you paid for life. And he said any school fee you paid for life to failure teaches you wisdom that will pay you back the fee you paid with failure. It will pay you back. But it will not just pay you back, it will pay you back when you learn from it, then you utilize it. You have won. You have won. So when failure happens, one of the best things you can do is to ask yourself, what happened? Why did it fail? Why did it not go through? Look at it objectively and intentionally. What went wrong? Think about it. Ruminate on it. When you are able to pinpoint what went wrong, then piece them together, gather wisdom from what made you fail, then tomorrow utilize it to be better. That is a powerful key with failure. There's another quote that says, school gives you the knowledge before the test, but it says life gives you the test before the knowledge. So you learn, then it teaches you knowledge, it teaches you wisdom that can make you better tomorrow. These are powerful key with handling failure. You have to redefine it, you have to accept it, you learn from it, then you utilize it. These are 4 powerful keys with handling failure. But I will add the last one, and I will tell you the reason I'm adding this fifth one. The reason I'm adding this fifth one is because some failures are so significant that they can break you so bad. And so what do? Find support. This is the 5th thing to do with handling failure and navigating it. Find support. You don't have to do it alone, because some failures are heart-wrenching, they are heartbreaking. So this moment leaves you so broken that you can't do it alone. You can't. They are devastating. Imagine losing millions of money. I'm not talking about $1 million or $2 million. Imagine losing almost 80% of your life's financial worth. It is devastating. So what do? You don't have to go through it alone. Find support. These are the moments where you need people. People who can encourage you, inspire you, support you, be there for you, speak to you, encourage you, comfort you. You need people in these times. You need people in the times of failure, because you can't do it alone. The scripture says 2 are better than 1. It says when one fall, the other will carry him up. So you need people in times of failure, especially devastating failures. You need people to hold your hands. You need people to carry you. You need people to support you. You need people. You can't do it alone. You need people. So let me recap on the 5 things I shared about handling and navigating failure. Number 1, I said you redefine it. And this is a mental work, because what you believe is who you are. As a man thinks in his heart, so he is. So if you don't believe failure is just an event and you've accepted it as your identity, you will remain stuck. So you need to redefine that belief. You need to redefine what you believe failure is. And that is in understanding that it is simply a phase, it is simply a circumstance, it is simply a situation, it is simply an happening. So you keep it that way and you don't let it define you. The second thing I said is in accepting it. I said what you don't accept, you can't navigate. If you are still stuck in denial, you will never be able to see a way through. So accept it. Whatever has happened, has happened. Accept it and move on. The third thing, more than just moving on, is to learn from it. When you fall, pick yourself up, dust yourself, look back to see what made you fall, learn from what made you fall so that you don't fall as you move forward. The fourth thing is to utilize it. If you don't use it, you will fall again. What you don't learn, you repeat. What you don't learn, you repeat. So utilize the lesson that the failure has taught you. Remember, when things don't go your way, which is a definition of failure, it is called experiment. And what you learn, you don't fail. And lastly, find support. Oh, this is very important. You need support. In times of failure, in times of discouragement, you need support. You need people. You need people to carry you. You need people to hold your hands. You need people to encourage, support, and comfort you. And with these 5 things, with these 5 key points, trust me, you would be able to handle and navigate any failure that comes your way, no matter what it is. No matter what it is, you will be able to handle and navigate whatever failure you encounter. And maybe I should even add this as it dropped in my heart. Trust God. Trust God with your failures. Rely on Him. The scripture says in Proverbs 16 verse 9 that commit your ways to God and He will order your steps. So why not? Commit it to God. Trust God with your failures. And you will see Him bring out beauty from ashes. Oh, you will bring out beauty from ashes. You will bring out rubies from the rubbles of your failure. So with this, I bring an end to this week's episode on the Life Navigation Podcast, which is about handling failure. I hope you've been blessed. I hope you've been encouraged. I hope you've been enlightened. I hope you've been inspired. And I hope that if you are currently going through a phase of failure, this will help you to navigate it. If you are still stuck in a moment of failure, I hope this will grant you freedom to move on. And as you go in your journey in life, when you do encounter failure, I also hope and pray that this will help you in handling it and navigating through it. I wish you all the best. I love you. I say thank you for joining me and staying through to the end of today's episode of the Life Navigation Podcast. My name is Adefolarin. Please do well to like, comment, share. This will bless somebody. Kindly do well to engage so that I can reach more people. I dearly appreciate you. I love you and I wish you the best. Till next week, keep navigating well. Bye. Thank you for listening to today's episode of the Life Navigation Podcast with Adefolarin. Do well to like, subscribe, and if you got any wisdom, any value, any clarity, do well to share it with somebody who needs it. In case you have any question you would like us to give answers to, do well to share it and we'll give you the answers you need. Till next time, keep navigating well. Bye.